October 11th. Ernest Hancock interviews Mark Passio, MP3 and 4, James Corbett. The 27th of September 2023, Ernest Hancock and James Corbett, The Corbett Report. Live stream Wednesday, October 11th at 9 p.m. EDT. Program date, the 10th of October 2023. Time equals 400 ms, greater than James Corbett, Corbett Report, on #solutions. World News, Lone Wolf versus United, Individual versus Collective Rights, etc. 2023 to 1011, Ernest Hancock interview Mark Passio on Two Masks, Same Face. Live stream Wednesday, October 11th at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. MP3 and 4 program date, the 10th of October 2023. Mark Passio comes on the show to promote Two Masks, Same Face, The Dark Occult Origins of Nazism and Communism. The 9th of October 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Tom Jenney on the future of Arizona, U.S., activism, etc. Live stream Monday, October 9th at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, MP3 and 4. Time equals 400 ms, greater than program date, the 8th of October 2023. Tom Jenney, local conservative activist, comes on the program to discuss the future of Arizona with Ernest Hancock. Also, we'll touch on a local dinner meeting discussion group, national politics, activism, solutions, predictions, etc. Time equals 400 ms, greater than. Shows for Thursday, October 5th. Update. Acquired a better signal and are streaming now. As of 12:35 p.m. EDT. Dr. Frank Tamburri, The Trump Tyranny Report, update on Trump, world news, social issues, etc. The 5th of October 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Jacob Hornberger, future of Freedom Foundation, rescheduled for Wednesday, October 18th at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Program date, the 4th of October 2023. Jacob Hornberger, founder, Pres FFF, on immigration, open borders. Jim Gale, CEO, founder, Food Forest Abundance, on how food forests are a pathway to promote natural living and better health while growing freedom now and for future generation. Prepping for food shortages, eating healthier, gaining knowledge, etc. Karen Kwiatkowski, retired USAF Lieutenant Colonel, gives her thoughts on Russia, Ukraine and the potential for WWII, NATO, Biden, China, Taiwan, etc. Time equals 400 ms, greater than. Keith Knight, Don't Tread on Anyone, on progressivism versus libertarianism. What does that mean for America? Also, future predictions on societal issues, anarchism, politics, etc. Dr. Frank Tamburri, The Trump Tyranny Report, update on Trump, recent debate, progressives, liberalism, world and local news, etc. The 27th of September 2023, Ernest Hancock and James Corbett, The Corbett Report. Live stream Wednesday, September 27th at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. MP3 and 4 program date, September 27, 2023. James Corbett, Corbett Report, on #solutions. World News, the newspaper. Revolution, fact-checking, censorship, Russell Brand, Vanguard, BlackRock, How They Conquered the World, Agenda 2030, etc. Egberto Willies, political blogger, radio show host, business owner, software developer, web designer, activist, and mechanical engineer, on his recent book It's Worth It, How to Talk to Your Right-Wing Relatives, Friends, and Neighbors. Dr. Frank Tamburri, The Trump Tyranny Report, update on Trump. Russell Brand, Tim Ballard and others that don't toe the line are charged with sexual assault crimes. Is there a playbook here? Etienne de la Boetie II, the author of Government, the Biggest Scam in History, Exposed, comes on the program to expose the theft of fractional reserve banking and the monopolization of everything. Jason Crow, Cordal, comes on the show to provide an update. Their QORTAL platform, Building the Decentralized Internet for the Future. Ian Freeman, Free Talk Live, Crypto 6, LRN, FM, comes on to provide an update on his case. The sentencing has been continued to October 2nd. The 14th of September 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Dr. Frank Tamburri. Trump Tyranny Report, MP3 per megapixel. 4, program date, September 13, 2023. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Dr. Frank Tambouri, The Trump Tyranny Report. Update on Trump. James Corbett Report. On hashtag solutions. World news, geopolitics, empire, scamdemic 2, technocracy, censorship, CBDCs, 9/11, New World Order, etc. Mike Swadek, Ozark Aircreek Demested, Oklahoma Domes, on Midfest 7, October 18-23, at Camp Copperhead in Spavinaw, OK, an unorganized gathering for fellowship with kindred spirits seeking a stateless society, building and construction techniques, materials. Philip Lee, Project Phoenix. Earth. Nexus.io. Come on the show to talk about how to win in court without a lawyer, law, etc. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Dr. Frank Tambouri, The Trump Tyranny Report. On Trump, we will not comply. Update on Trump campaign, social justice, engineering, world news, weather weirdness, etc. The 5th of September 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews John Sneisen on economic and market conditions. Mandates, MP3. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than program date. The 5th of September 2023. John Sneisen, The Economic Truth, comes on the show to discuss the economy, coming collapse, CBDCs, mask and vaccine mandates, etc. Barry Kirwan, from Wexford, Ireland, comes on the show to discuss killing cows for climate change, pandemic propaganda and looming mask and vaccine mandates, prepping, world and economic news, etc. Sterling Lujan, cryptocurrency professional, Logos Core contributor, and futurist, on where the U.S. is headed in terms of the recent SEC enforcement actions, economic, market conditions, CBDCs, central banks, banking, U.S. debt, inflation, cryptos, BRICS, etc. The 31st of August 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Dr. Frank Tambouri. Trump Tyranny Report. Live stream Thursday, August 31st. 11:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. MP3 program date. August 31st, 2023. Dr. Frank Tambouri, The Trump Tyranny Report. On Trump, we will not comply, social justice, engineering, world news, weather weirdness, etc. James Corbett Report. On hashtag solutions, world news, geopolitics, empire, scamdemic 2, technocracy, censorship, CBDCs, Fukushima, global wildfires, natural disasters, etc. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than the 30th of August 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews James Babb and others. Liberty Stock in Cabot. VT Sept 2-3, MP3 and 4 program date. The 1st of September 2023. James Babb, Jared Schneiderman, Alex Schlegel come on the show to talk about Liberty Stock in Cabot. VT Sept 2-3, an event celebrating freedom and community. Olga Maria, Liberty Stock organizer, joins the show the 24th of August 2023. Ernest Hancock interviews Dr. Frank Tambouri. Trump Tyranny Report. MP3 and 4 loaded program date. August 24, 2023. Dr. Frank Tambouri. Trump Tyranny Solutions Report. On World News, Fox News debate versus Tucker Trump on Twitter. 157 M views so far. Indictments. Maui wildfires disaster. Voting and elections, fraud, solutions, etc. Dave Hodges, The Common Sense Show, comes on the show to discuss world news, Trump, indictments, upcoming mask mandates, medical tyranny, Maui, Lahaina, economy, BRICS, etc. Jay No One, New Hampshire activist, prepper, homeschooler, comes on the show to provide an update on the sentencing hearing, prepping, training the next generation for self-sufficiency, etc. Dr. Frank Tambouri. Trump Tyranny Solutions Report. On World News, Trump, indictments, and lack of Biden indictments, Maui wildfires disaster, voting and elections, fraud, solutions, etc. Ray McGinnis, author of Unanswered Questions. What the September 11th families asked and the 9/11 Commission ignored. 9/11 from Dust to Deceit. from Bush to butchery, from Trump to treachery. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than James Corbett, Corbett Report, on hashtag solutions. World News, how to defeat globalism, war, food, censorship, money, economy, Maui, etc. Hashtag occupy the land, etc. Riley Wagaman is a Moscow-based journalist who writes about Russia at his Substack, Edward Slavsquat. He previously worked for Press TV and RT, and comes on the show to talk about propaganda, Putin bans 5G, biolabs, COVID shots, Ukraine, etc. Dr. Frank Tamburri, Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, on World News, Trump, indictments, and lack of Biden indictments, social engineering, deep state, DOJ corruption, etc. W. James Babb. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Jim Cantrell, Phantom Space, comes on the show to discuss his new, recent book, Breaking All the Rules. The inside story of the new race to space provides an update on the private space race, industry, technology, communications, etc. Dave Ridley Report, comes on the show to discuss NHFree.com, putting the band back together, doing old-fashioned street activism now that deplatforming has made videography less useful. The 3rd of August 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews John Sneisen on resetting the monetary system. MP3 and 4 program date. The 9th of August 2023, John Sneisen. The Economic Truth, comes on the show to discuss the economy, coming collapse, and resetting the monetary system. What will that look like? The 3rd of August 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Dr. Frank Tamburri, Trump Report. Live stream Thursday, August 3rd at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. MP3 and 4 program date. The 2nd of August 2023, Dr. Frank Tamburri, Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, on World News, Trump, healthcare industry, Hollywood, social engineering, Biden investigations, deep state, DOJ shenanigans, doing everything they can to throw the book at Trump while sweeping Biden's crimes under the rug. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than James Corbett, Corbett Report, on hashtag solutions. World News, how to defeat globalism, war, food, censorship, money, economy. Hashtag occupy the land, etc. Ernest Hancock interviews Bob Anderson, activist, prepper, World News, prepping, building and construction, etc. Dr. Frank Tamburri, Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, on World News, Trump, healthcare industry, Hollywood, social engineering, World News, Hunter Biden investigations, etc. Alma Summer, Jackalope Freedom Festival, comes on to promote the Jackalope Freedom Festival in Baca Meadow in northeastern Arizona. August 1 to 14, 2023. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Anthony Olson, freedomhaven.org, Comeso on to discuss Freedom Haven seasteading project. A planned libertarian seastead, it is a humanitarian effort and business venture to bring the prosperity of free markets to 5,000 to 10,000 of the world's refugees. James Corbett, Corbett Report, on hashtag solutions. World News, how to defeat globalism, hashtag occupy the land, etc. Sparta comes on the show to talk about Canadian law enforcement. Our very special guest Dr. Judy Mikovits returns to the show to provide an update on vaccines, healthcare industry, medical freedom, propaganda, accountability, censorship, etc. Dr. Frank Tamburri, Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, on World News, UFOs, are the aliens here, healthcare industry, Hollywood, social engineering, World News, etc. James Patrick, Director of Planet Lockdown, Nitrogen 2000, The Dutch Farmer's Struggle, comes on to talk about the documentary, release date, climate propaganda, etc. Justin Olson, Autonomy, AJ and Jarma come on the show with Ernest to discuss world news, alt media, communications, prepping, food, etc. Also, they host a podcast called This Is Going to Hurt. The 6th of July 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Dr. Frank Tamburri, Trump Report. Live stream Thursday, July 6 at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. MP3 program date. the 6th of July 2023. Dr. Frank Tambouri. Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, on World News, France riots, Biden cocaine, Hunter's crimes, Fed now, CBDCs, RFK Jr., etc. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than James Corbett, Corbett Report, on hashtag solutions, World News, etc. Dr. Frank Tambouri. Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, on World News the 24th of June 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Stephanie Kosonen, Autonomy. Live from PORCFEST, MP3 and 4. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than program date, June 24, 2023. Stephanie Kosonen, Autonomy, comes on the show live broadcast from PorcFest 2023 at Rogers Campground in Lancaster. NH program date, June 24, 2023. Alex Novitsky comes on the show live broadcast from PorcFest 2023 at Rogers Campground in Lancaster. NH the 23rd of June 2023. Ernest Hancock interviews Autonomy student, Terras. Live from PORCFEST. MP3 per megapixel 4 program date, June 23, 2023. Autonomy students join Ernest Hancock to talk about the program. Live broadcast from PorcFest 2023 at Rogers Campground in Lancaster. NH the 23rd of June 2023. Ernest interviews Crosby Peck, owner of Rogers Campground. Live from PorcFest 9 a.m. EDT program date, June 23, 2023. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Ernest sits down with Crosby Peck, owner Rogers Campground, on the future of the campground, PorcFest, technology, changes, etc. Live broadcast from PorcFest 2023 at Rogers Campground in Lancaster. NHDR Frank Tambouri. Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report. Via Zoom. Live broadcast from PorcFest 2023 at Rogers Campground in Lancaster. NH the 21st of June 2023. Ernest Hancock and James Corbett, The Corbett Report. Live from PORCFEST. MP3 per megapixel 4 program date, June 21, 2023. James Corbett, Corbett Report in Japan. Q&A for Corbett via Zoom. Live broadcast from PorcFest 2023. At Rogers Campground in Lancaster. NH Captain Kick-Ass, National Talk Radio co-host at Free Talk Live. Live from PorcFest 2023 at Rogers Campground in Lancaster. NH Jason Henza, freedom activist, anarchist, on liberty, PorcFest, alternative media, censorship, etc. Live from PorcFest 2023. At Rogers Campground in Lancaster. NH Danny Sessom, The Crypto Show, Hush.is, Manurio.io, Dragon X, comes on the podcast live from PorcFest 2023 at Rogers Campground in Lancaster. NH Ali Ertufakasi from Wurzburg, Bavaria, and Maximilian Werland from Dresden, Saxony, 30 and 32-year-old men. Moving to New Hampshire from Dresden. Colleen Huber NMD, naturopathic medical doctor in Tempe, Arizona, on her newest edition of Neither Safe Nor Effective, 2nd edition. The evidence against the COVID vaccines released on June 12, 2023, Amazon. Dr. Frank Tambouri. Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, on Trump indictment, Deep State, Swamp Shenanigans, Tucker Carlson, America's Last Stand, etc. Marissa Hamilton, political activist in Arizona, comes on the show to address election fraud in Maricopa County, helping Kari Lake in her efforts to expose it, local community action on many levels, grassroots activism, etc. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Dr. Frank Tambouri. Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, on Trump, elections, World News, Tucker on Twitter, etc. Dave Hodges, The Common Sense Show, comes on the show to discuss Arizona election fraud cases, Ukraine escalation, economy dump, Biden, Hunter, Trump and RNC and RFK Jr. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than the 7th of June 2023. Ernest Hancock interviews James Evan Pilato, co-creator of hashtag New World Next Week with James. MP3 per megapixel 4, program date, the 6th of June 2023. James Evan Pilato, Media Monarchy, co-creator of hashtag New World Next Week with James Corbett, comes on the show too. Talk about world news, alternative media, censorship, propaganda, decentralization, communications, etc. Dennis Pratt, organizer and chef de village of PorcFest XX 2023, comes on to provide an update on PorcFest 2023, June 19-25, 2023 at Rogers Campground in Lancaster, NH. Dr. Frank Tambori, Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, on Trump, elections, world news, culture, etc. Ernest talks with Matthew Raymer, CEO ContentSafe.co, to get an update on Content Safe, preserving your content, deplatforming, censorship, IPFS, solutions, etc. Jared Dietz, living off-grid and traveling in an RV, talks about him and his wife's adventures and experiences on the road, prepping, off-grid living, etc. The 30th of May 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Michael Cobb, ECI Development, on Communities. Dome Homes, MP3 and 4, program date. May 29, 2023. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Michael Cobb, ECI Development, Belize, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, on Communities. Dome Homes, the 26th of May 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Brian Becker. We are nh.org Community Center, MP3 and 4, program date, May 26, 2023. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Brian Becker, New Hampshire Community Center, comes on the show to discuss decentralized, private, peer-to-peer communication, PeerTube. The 25th of May 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Dr. Frank Tambori, Trump Report, Theo Chino, Bitcoiner, Socialist for AOC for POTUS, MP3 and 4. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than program date, May 24, 2023. Dr. Frank Tambori, Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, on Trump, elections, world news. Theo Chino, Bitcoiner, activist and maintainer of the Abolish the Bit license in New York, https://abolishthebitlicense.org. The 18th of May 2023. Ernest Hancock interviews Dr. Frank Tambori, Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, MP3 and 4, MP3 and 4, program date. May 18, 2023. Dr. Frank Tambori, Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, on Trump, world news, wars, social engineering, propaganda, deep state fears, Biden's crimes, investigations. Durham probe exonerates Trump, although media is slow to notice, etc. The 15th of May 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Silver Dave Brieger. Live stream Monday, May 15, time 2:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. MP3 and 4, program date. The 9th of May 2023. Silver Dave Brieger comes on the show to talk about minting silver, precious metals, gun church, PorcFest, etc. The 15th of May 2023, Ernest interviews Tim Pachot, the Liberty Advisor, on economic, market conditions. Live stream Monday, May 15 at noon EDT. MP3 and 4, program date. May 14, 2023. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Tim Pachot, the Liberty Advisor, on bank failures, bail-ins, bailouts, precious metals, cryptos, etc. The 11th of May 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Jay No One. Prepping, Raising Generation Next, etc. MP3 and 4, program date, the 10th of May 2023. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Jay No One, Man Camp, New Hampshire activist, on educating children and raising the next generation, prepping, livestock, growing food, etc. James Corbett, Corbett Report, on hashtag solutions, world news, distractions, King Charles, opium, global pandemic treaty, etc. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than the 10th of May 2023. Ernest Hancock interviews John Sneisen on economic, market conditions, banking failures, MP3 and MP4, program date. The 9th of May 2023. John Sneisen, The Economic Truth, comes on the show to discuss the economy, Coming collapse, recent bank collapses and bailouts, CBDSs, cryptos, precious metals, etc. The 10th of May 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Carlos Gomez, Sunvic. Solar in Mexico. Yoga, Health for Mind. Live stream Wednesday, May 10th at noon EDT. Rescheduled program date. The 9th of May 2023. Time equals 400 ms, greater than Carlos Gomez, COO of Sunvic Solar in Mexico. Founder of La Buena Vida Yoga and Yoga Day nonprofit at Yoga Day US, on solar energy, alternative energy, self-sufficiency, battery technology. Also, Yoga for Health of Mind and Body. Peter Schiff, Euro-Pacific Capital, Schiff Gold, discuss precious metals, cryptos, economic and market conditions, etc. Jason Crow, QORTAL, Decentralized Internet, comes on the show to provide an update. The 4th of May 2023, Ernest Hancock interviews Dr. Frank Tamburri. Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, MP3 and 4 program date. The 4th of May 2023, Dr. Frank Tamburri, Trump, Tyranny, Solutions Report, on Trump, World News, Wars, Social Engineering, Propaganda, Deep State Fears, Biden's Crimes, Investigations, etc.